Danu'S Jerky Factory is a story that really stuck me because honestly, I could imagine myself being in Danu's's position. Imagine this: you are a kid who just wants to go to soccer practice, but instead, you're stuck doing what might be the most boring job ever, standing there, finding dry pills to keep flies away. That's exactly what happened to Danu. While reading this part, I feel his frustration so clearly. I mean, like, who wouldn't? Soccer practice is waiting, friends are coming, and yet responsibility comes first. What I like about Danu is that he didn't just complain. Even though he felt trapped and impatient, he kept thinking. He wished for an automatic fly catcher, something that could do the job for him. This wish already showed how creative his mind was. He didn't want to abandon his responsibility, but he also didn't want to miss out on what he loved. When he thought about asking Uncle Vero for help, I could feel his hesitation. Uncle Vero sounded scary and unapproachable, especially when he was working. I have definitely felt that before, wanting help from an adult, but being afraid of disturbing him, but being afraid of disturbing them. That made the story feels very real to me. Things got worse when the rain came. The jerky got wet, the seasoning stuck to the sheet, and Danu panicked. At this point, I felt sorry for him because he tried so hard, yet still went wrong. These parts of the story taught me that even when we try our best, problems can still happen, and that's totally okay. What really inspired me was how the problem turned into an opportunity. While cleaning Uncle Viro's messy storage room, Danu and his friends found an herb dryer. From there, Danu got an idea that changed everything. Instead of drying herbs, why not trying beef jerky? This moment shows how creativity often comes from unexpected places. A massive storage room became the key to solving a big problem. With Uncle Euro's help, Dano built a simple dehydrator using items: a cabinet, trays, a lamp, and a vent. I love this part because it shows that innovation doesn't always need expensive tools. Sometimes all you need is imagination and teamwork. They turn recycled items into something useful, and that felt both smart and meaningful. When Danu named it the Jerky Factory, I smiled. It wasn't just a machine anymore, it was his achievement. And the best part, his mom was proud. That moment felt very rewarding because all of his hard work finally paid off. Of course, the story didn't just magically end with Danu going to soccer practice right away. He still had responsibilities: washing the sheets, making seasoning, sharing the jerky with others. But this time, it didn't feel boring anymore. Why? Because he learned that helping others and sharing success can actually be satisfying. Why I want others to to read this story that because it teaches important life lessons in a simple and fun way. It shows that responsibility doesn't have to stop creativity. Instead of running away from problems, then we face them and turn them into something positive. This story is also great for students because it encourages problem solving, teamwork, and innovation. It reminds readers that mistakes and failures are part of learning, not something to be ashamed of. One interesting fact related to this story is that refrigerators actually exist in real life and are commonly used to preserve food by removing moisture. This prevents bacterial growth and keeps food safe for longer periods. This story reflects real-world science in a way that's easy to understand. Another fact that reusing old materials to create new tools is an example of sustainable thinking. This story subtly teaches environmental awareness by showing how old items can be repurposed instead of thrown away. In my opinion, Danu'S Jerky Factory is more than just a children's story. It is about creativity and learning responsibility. I admire Danu because he didn't give up even when everything seemed to go wrong. He learned to balance his personal interests with his duties at home. Overall, I think the story is inspiring, relatable, and also really meaningful. It made me reflect on how I handle my own responsibilities and how sometimes boring tasks can lead to the best ideas.